The Central Bank of Nigeria has increased the interest rate by 150 basis points from 24.75% to 26.25%. This decision followed a two-day meeting of the bank's Monetary Policy Committee, which agreed to raise the monetary policy rate for the third consecutive time to address soaring inflation, which stood at 33.69% in April 2024. Chamun Dabeng reports.
The Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee has increased the monetary policy rate by 150 basis points, raising the NPR from 24.75% to 26.25%. According to the Central Bank Governor Yemi Cardoso, the decision was driven by several factors including foreign exchange fluctuations and inflationary pressures, which he said is largely driven by food inflation.
The committee's decisions are as follows. 1. Raise the MPR by 150 basis points to 26.25% from 24.75%. 2. Retain the asymmetric corridor around the MPR to plus 100 to minus 300 basis points. 3. Retain the cash reserve ratio of deposit money banks at 45%. And 4. Retain the liquidity ratio at 30%.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has become notorious for taking a tight stance when it comes to monetary issues in order to quell Nigeria's rising inflation rate. This move has, however, been largely described by analysts as an artificial solution as Nigeria's inflationary pressures continue to push the country's economy to its limits. The continuous tightening of the NPR has led many to worry about the impact on the manufacturing sector.
I think it's important to say that yes, in terms of looking at the inflationary figure over the past year, yes, it may appear that inflation is indeed getting more and more of an issue. Yeah. And frankly, let me moderate that by saying that any kind of inflation, in my view, is an issue. So let me just moderate that by saying that. However, I think there is light at the end of the tunnel. And that is because much as we see an increase in inflation, in the inflationary figures, when you go down to the specifics in terms of food, in terms of core, in terms of headline inflation, you see that it is moderating and decelerating.
According to Cardoso, the MPC is focused on achieving price stability by using tools available to the Monetary Authority to quell inflationary pressures, which he says have begun to take effect. Chamun Dabeng, Trust TV News, Abuja.